Hi, I'm Anna and welcome to making your back feel a little bit less crusty. So make sure you're feeling fit and healthy-ish and you clear to exercise and you've got space to do these things. We're going to start with our feet underneath our hip, just looking forward, probably without shoes on. You'll probably be barefoot, but it's cold up here, so I don't want to. All we're going to do is inhale and then open up the front of the body. So you're stretching down this front part of your abs. Just a tiny, very small bend through that body and then bring it down again. Let's ground into the floor, get that contact up, stretch through the front of that body. So we need to start moving all the bits of our body around the bit that's tight, rather than just constantly stretching the same thing. We're going to start getting everything moving a little bit. This time, I want you to take your right wrist, cross your right foot behind, and bend over towards the left. And just a little stretch down the side of the body, and then change. So grab your left wrist, tuck your left leg behind, and bring it up and over. Lovely. Let's do that again. One on each side. Oops, I just fell over. That was smooth. Smooth. And then change, last one. Lovely. So now we're starting to feel a little bit more movement and there's muscles underneath the shoulder. And I want to do a little bit more. So we're tucking the chin down, coming into a really nice little roll down. Graze the floor with your hands, grounding so you feel those arches lifted, and then soften the knee and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let's do 4 more of these. Tuck the chin. Calm down, try and graze the floor with your hands and roll up. Keeping that chin tucked until right at the end. And again. We're going to start to slow our breathing a little bit and just get in the mood. Because sometimes we can feel a bit tight when we're stressed. And slowing our breathing down is going to help reduce that feeling of stress a little bit. One more for luck. Great. This time we're going to roll down and come onto our knees just in front of a handy sofa or a very big step, something. We're going to place our hands on here, bring the legs back a little, keep your wrists supported on the bench and just drop down, feel that stretch underneath the armpits as well as through that mid-back, and then just push up and release. Let's do that again. Drop down, feel that stretch all through your mid-back and lift. So we're not going to dangle down there too long at this stage. We're just keeping it moving, keeping that feeling, that lovely stretch. Our core is still looking after us there. And then one more. Lovely. Things are hopefully starting to move a little bit more comfortably in there. So we're going to grab a foam roller, if we've got one, and we're going to pop it underneath the lower part of our mid-back. Now, when we do this, we want to keep our torso as locked on as we can. So we're not trying to like arch our lower back here. We're keeping this bit still. We're going to put our hands behind our head just to hold our head in the same position that we've started. And we're just letting the top half of our body curl over the thing. So like I said before, we're not trying to do that and arch our lower back. Our lower back stay in the same shape. And we're just moving the top part of our body. We're going to do 5 where we are. And just keeping, you see that most of the shape of my lower back there's the same. So I'm moving this top part of my torso. It's like the opposite of an ab crunch. It's going the other way. When we've done our 5 here, using our front core muscles to control it, we're going to move the foam roller 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and we're going to do it there. So now we might have slightly less movement, which is normal. But we're still keeping that lower core lovely and locked on. Really nice. Depending on our body and how this feels, We might be able to move it up a tiny bit more. You're not going to get as much movement, and we don't want to, because we'll be compensating with our neck, which isn't what we're trying to do. We're trying to move just this bit around our rib cage and keep everything else exactly where it started in relation to our body. Very nice indeed. Now, another great movement we can do with this foam roller is the same thing but on our side. So it's going to be underneath here, and we're just curling our body over and then bringing it back up. So you'll feel the stretch through the side of your body as you come over and come back up. Now, I find this quite intense on one side of my body, so I'm going to be very careful, and we keep our body, we're not trying to overstretch anything. We're trying to move things that are feeling a bit stiff and a bit taxed. And we can do that here. You can also put your hands across your chest. But I feel like I've got a very heavy head, which I'm putting down to how big and bulgy my brains are. I know. Okay, when we've done one side, we're going to flip onto the other. Get it into underneath the armpit in the rib cage. You can have your hands like this. I like to hold my head. I don't know why, it's like my head's getting a cuddle. And my movement is, again, very small. So I'm not trying to move, my core is staying the same. I'm trying to stretch this bit towards the top and get this moving and feeling really nice. Great. Lovely. When that's done, we're going to remove the foam roller and we're moving into some press-ups. Don't get angry, we're not making them hard. We're going to keep them very easy for us, whatever that means, like box, 3/4. Hands are going to be in line with our chest, fingers spread, and we're just going to come down and move up. As we come to the top, we're going to push through around that back a little bit. Down and up. So just let's do about 6. Get everything feeling really great in there. And just get things moving. Okay, when you've done a quantity that feels right to you, we're going to lay on your face. Well, you're going to lay on your face. We're not doing it because that would be weird. And we're coming into scapular hurdles. So we're probably going to put our head on a little pillow if we're doing this at home. Or not on the kitchen floor, just like a nice, something a bit spongy. I'm just getting my head on the riddled yoga mat that's had other people's naked feet on. Lovely. And then we're moving from the shoulder to come up. So we're not like bending the elbows to try and get range. We're lifting up and over to tap the floor and come back the other way. How much we move depends on our own mobility. So if we've got quite a stiff mid-back or shoulders, we might not move that far. It depends on our posture as well. So we're just going to see how much we can move those arms. Great. When they're done, let's release ourselves from the floor, from the yoga mat, the germs that are now on my forehead. We're going to come onto our back here. Well, I just want you to take a minute, because if your back is a bit crusty, when you lay down on your back, I don't know if you're the same as me, but it feels like that, like all the gravity just needs to just have its moment with my body. And then I feel better once that's all done. So I'm just going to have a little lay. We're going to take some 4 or 5 deep breaths here and expand the rib cage. So we're trying to release some tension around the rib cage there. So inhale. And exhale. Nice big deep breath. Really push through the ribs. And one more. Lovely. Now we are going to have a little static stretch. We're going to bring the legs over to one side, leaving the opposite arm flat on the floor. So this hand is going to be flat on the floor. And then we're going to look towards the hand that's flat on the floor without lifting at all. We might place the opposite hand on the top of the legs here. So a lovely twist. And you'll feel that a bit around the buttock region, but you might also feel it up the side of your back. We're going to keep breathing so we can feel that lovely relaxation stretching in, setting in. And then you're going to bring your feet up through the middle, slowly and carefully, and onto the other side. We're going to extend that arm and use the top hand for extra pressure if we want to. Just taking that lovely twist. And one more for luck. Well done. Let's bring ourselves back in the centre. Let your spine just catch up with the stretch that it's just done, because that can feel quite big. And then you are free to go or repeat anything that made you feel specifically good. Often we're very tempted to static stretch everything out, but moving can actually help us feel a lot freer. So we want to include a little bit of both. Try to get that mobility going, natural movement, and then possibly stretch some of the bits that feel a little bit stickier or really benefit from that.